So we've fairly recently released our document, 2020 Vision, Community Consultation Report, and Future Focus 2017-2020. So we wanted to give a real brief overview of the document, a little bit about who we are, what we've done, and where we're going. There are currently about 29 communities engaged in some form of drug strategy work across the province now. Some have well-established drug strategies and some are just starting to work on things. We've been established since early 2013. The Halton Equitable Drug Strategy, or HEDS, steering committee consists of members from Halton Adapt, CMHA, Support and Housing Halton, Posse Project, Halton Region, Halton Regional Police, both school boards, the Mississauga Halton Lynn, and people with lived experience. Since early 2013, we've been connecting with community, hosting annual community forums, going out and doing surveys, focus groups, talking to people about the issues. We're working from a 4-pillar perspective, so we're talking about prevention, treatment, harm reduction, and enforcement. And we're talking broadly about substances, illicit drugs, alcohol, prescription meds. We had to do some very targeted gathering of information. The average person doesn't talk about fetal alcohol spectrum disorder or substance use in various cultural communities, so we had to do very targeted gathering of information to ensure that we were talking about a broad range of issues, not just kind of one area. The document that we're presenting now is part of a feedback loop to report back to community. This is what we heard. So section 1 is very broadly a lot of the things that we heard. There's a bit of a comparison of people with lived experience and people in paid positions. We compare and contrast some of what we heard in certain areas. So even if it was only mentioned a few times, it's mentioned in that section. Section 2, we hone in on a few key issues, and expand in that section as well on some of the things that are happening within our region. So some of the programs and services that are already operating, we know there's great things happening in our region, so we highlight some of that in that section. And then section 3 is kind of the moving forward and where we're going. What we chose to do was focus on areas that we can either directly have an impact on or impact through collaboration, rather than just making broad recommendations of what we think other people should be doing in the community. So we focused in on 9 main priority areas. Those are community forums, community workshops, awareness, data collection, overdose prevention and awareness, advocacy, accessibility, collaboration, and recovery. And then 6 priority populations, those being youth, older adults, families, people with unique needs, people who use drugs, and people with lived experience family. Again, those are all expanded on in the actual document as far as what we mean by those areas, but just as a quick overview, that's where we're focusing our attention moving forward. As I said, we've had a number of people that we've been connecting with as far as people with lived experience, people who work in different sectors. So we're just trying to get a little bit of a sense now. Are people getting a sense that their voices were heard? Are they feeling like their voices were heard, that the issues that were important to them are represented in this document? Again, in order to fully see if it's included, I think you need to look at the full document. But the other part that we're asking is, do you agree with the direction of the drug strategy moving forward? So that's kind of the main the last section of the document. Just, do you agree with the direction that we're taking? So we're inviting people to go to our website, download the full document, and if they have an opportunity to fill out a Survey Monkey to just give us some input and let us know kind of what else we're missing.